I think people are still not like acknowledging that the new Gen 11 are still vastly more skilled than the majority of Blue Lockers. People seem to fixate on how Isagi and Rain and even Baro are like very high skilled players, and they try to like use that as evidence to say that the new Gen 11 title isn't substantial anymore. No, it 100% is substantial, and it still is prominent and worthy of being praised for what it is. Blue Lock as a whole was an abnormal program to exponentially grow the skill level of average players. So when it comes to the Japanese players, why they are also skilled and people argue that they deserve the new Gen 11 title, it's because the Blue Lock program was an abnormality when it comes to the soccer world. You can think of the Blue Lock project as a whole as a genius mutation in the world of current soccer. Like how Ego describes geniuses and their mutations uproot the entire current standard for soccer. That's what Blue Lock is. As a whole, that's what the project does and is. And when it comes to the new Gen 11 title, I think that there are three characters who deserve the title: Charles, Rain, and Isagi. However, the reason that they weren't given the new Gen 11 title, and I don't think they ever will be given the new Gen 11 title, is because the titles have already been given out. They've already been selected. Charles is only 15. He turned 15 in the new Egoist League. The first game of the NEL, he turned 15. Meaning before then, he was only 14. He likely wasn't given the title because of how young he actually is for how skilled. And at that age, children are prone to changing their hobbies, habits, and behaviors. And overall, their skills are still malleable. Charles could severely drop off in quality in the same way that Nagi did as he gets older. So they don't want to give him the new Gen 11 title if he's not going to stick to the sport, especially with his contrarian nature. And Rain and Isagi, when the titles were given out, which was likely around 3 years ago, given Sai and Kaiser's backstories and their ages, they weren't skilled enough to be considered new Gen 11s. But thanks to Blue Lock, they're relative to them now, but they're never going to receive the title because the titles have already been they've already been given out. I don't think we should dog on new Gen 11 saying how they're just not skilled anymore, because aside from a few exceptions, they are still vastly better. Kaiser, for instance, is a character that I see getting dogged on a lot for him not being like as good anymore. Like the new Gen 11 title has gotten worse because of him. What? No. Kaiser has the fastest swing speed in the series, and I don't care how many times I have to say this, he does have the fastest shot. If you disagree with me, name a faster shot. He's acknowledged by the current #1 striker in the world that he is the next potential rival to him. He possesses both Metavision and Predator Eye. He deserves this title, and people are like failing to acknowledge that still. Other Blue Lockers are great, but the new Gen 11 title still holds